Every great funk band has a heartbeat. For the Ohio Players, that heartbeat came from the keys. While the spotlight often focused on album covers and hit singles, one musician quietly shaped the sound, the arrangements, and the groove from behind the keyboard. This is a story of a man who helped turn Dayton funk into a global sound, and why his influence still echoes through soul, funk, and R&B music today. The centerpiece of today's story is all about Billy Beck. Now, if you guys love my videos and love supporting me, then I suggest you become a member of the channel, where I will be releasing exclusive videos just for you all. Be sure to get that family tier so you won't miss out on these exclusive perks. If you guys would love to connect with me outside of YouTube, then I am officially announcing that I am on Discord. Here, you can provide me with feedback on my recent uploads. You could drop your suggestions for future videos, or if you just want to chat it up about videos or about music in general, or just about anything, we could do it here. We could do it together. I hope to see you there. Now, before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more content. Now, without further ado, let's cue that intro. Billy Beck was born in Youngstown, Ohio. Surrounded by gospel, jazz, and early R&B music, Beck developed a deep appreciation for harmony and rhythm at a very young age. He noticed his musical talent very early. He remembers walking up to an organ after church one Sunday. Quote, "First I started hitting it. Then I heard some notes. And in maybe 10 minutes, I was playing what I heard in church that morning." According to Beck, the encounter sparked his passion for music. He began studying it, and he said he could not learn enough. He began receiving professional lessons when he was 7 years old. Another Sunday afternoon, when he was 13, set him on path of religion. He was playing for someone who had a solo in church. Quote, "Who was sitting in the congregation was Professor George Bretz and his wife. They heard me after the program came up. They ran up to me and he said, 'I want you to be my prodigy.'" Bretz was a professor at Youngstown State University during the 60s. Beck claims that he was able to flourish in music at a very young age after studying from a college professor. He quickly started studying as a classical pianist. That was until he saw the godfather of soul, James Brown, in concert. Quote, "That sound I heard, that stereophonic sound with those two live horns and that deep, deep bass. I said, that's what I want to do." The keyboard became his instrument of choice, not just for the melody, but for the structure. From local bands to neighborhood jam sections, Beck learned that funk required discipline as much as creativity. In the late 60s and early 70s, Dayton was buzzing with musical energy. Bands like the Ohio Players, Slave, Lakeside, Sun, and Zap was all drawing from the same environment, competing, collaborating, and innovating. Billy Beck stood out for his musical intelligence. While others focused on flash, Beck focused on arrangement, chord movement, and groove consistency. That attention to detail would soon define a legendary band. The Ohio Players frequently stopped in Youngstown, and the best bands in town was always their opening act. After impressing Clarence Satchel, he wanted him to join the Ohio Players. So, in 1973, Beck auditioned for the group. Beck progressed from a weekend fill-in to a full-fledged member. He co-composed and co-wrote the Ohio Players' biggest songs, as well as music for other groups and artists such as Zap and Shirley Murdoch. When Billy Beck joined the Ohio Players, the group was evolving from a raw funk outfit to a redefined hit-making machine. Beck keyboards added texture and sophistication, layered chords, sub leads, and rhythmic stabs that filled out the band's sound without overpowering it. He wasn't just playing parts, he was helping shape the sounds. Listen to classic Ohio players' records, such as Love Rollercoaster,
Wow, wow, wow.
Fire,
Walk and talk really sets me off to a full long child.
and Sweet Sticky Thing. Behind the vocals and the horn lines lies a carefully crafted keyboard foundation. Billy Beck's playing glued the rhythm section together, bridging bass, drum horns, and vocals into a unified groove. His keyboards didn't scream for attention, they made the record work. Billy Beck brought a level of music sophistication that allowed the band to move effortlessly between hard funk, smooth soul, and radio-friendly R&B. His approach proved that funk could be raw and refined all at the same time. Beyond performance, Beck played a key role in songwriting and arranging. He understood how to build tension, when to pull back, and when to let the groove explode. That musical judgment helped the Ohio players create songs that wasn't just danceable, that was memorable. Billy Beck wasn't a frontman. He wasn't flashy. He let the music speak. In an industry that celebrates personalities, keyboardists like Beck often fade into the background despite being essential to the sound. But musicians who knows keys, knows balance. After the peak of the Ohio players' success, Billy Beck continued working as a musician, songwriter, and arranger, carrying the discipline and professionalism that defined his career. Although he stayed mostly out the spotlight, his influence lived on through the records. Billy Beck's legacy is etched into the sound of Dayton funk. His work helped elevate funk music into a genre that could dominate radio, influence future generations, and stand the test of time. Every chord, every groove, every transition, his fingerprints remains. Billy Beck didn't chase fame, he chased the groove. And in doing so, he helped create one of the greatest funk catalogs in music history. As I always like to state, I love giving flowers to my legends while they can still smell them. Now, before we go, I have a question for you all. What member of the Ohio players would you like to see next?